Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy AniZ back with an OG series with part 2 of What If Naruto Had the 10 Tails and was hated. So in the last episode, we saw Minato accidentally summoned the Sage of Six Paths, causing the Sage to look at Naruto's future and then come to the decision that in order to save the elemental nations, he needed to seal the 10 tails into Naruto. So he took all the good halves of all the tailed beasts and sealed it into the Gado Mazo, sealing that into Naruto, forming the 10 tails. After that, we saw him get adopted by a man called Luffy, who tried to kill Naruto, and we saw him getting attacked by villagers who mistreated him. And after that, when Luffy had tried to kill Naruto, Naruto had developed a hatred for the leaf and started to kill any villagers that mistreated him. And finally, we left off on the introductions with Kakashi, so let's get started. Naruto woke up. Today was the day of the bell test. Naruto decided to stay in and eat, as he got some memories from the fourth Hokage that trained Kakashi and saw how Kakashi was always 3 hours late. He also saw the true meaning of the bell test but scoffed, like he would ever work with those disgraces. 4 hours later, Naruto decided to give Kakashi a taste of his own medicine. So Naruto just finished eating and decided to wait until Kakashi knocked on his door. Then he heard a knock on his door. "Naruto Uzumaki, you have a test. What are you doing here?" Kakashi asked. "Oh, we have a test? Oh, I forgot. Or maybe I was stuck on the road of life." Maybe it was actually because you need to feel what happens when you make people wait, especially someone who's your superior. Weakling, Naruto says. "Weak? Excuse me, Genin. I'm a Jonin. I'll have you sent back to Academy," Kakashi says. "Me sent back to Academy? You really think that old man will listen to you over me? The old bastard knows that I'm in charge, and anyone that opposes me will die. But anyways, I'll make a deal with you, Jonin. If you beat me, I will obey you. But if you can't beat me, then you have to do all the missions that I hate in my place and become my servant, Jonin. So tell me, can your skills match mine? If you don't accept, I'll kill you," Naruto says, unleashing ki at Kakashi, making him feel fear for the first time. "Fine," Kakashi says, seeing that it was a way to get Naruto loyal to the village, as Naruto laughed as they both shushin to the training ground. "How dare you make me an Uchiha elite?" "Wait," Sasuke says. Naruto then did a push gesture and said Shinra Tensei, sending him flying into trees. "Elite, more like a dog. Tell me, do you want to die?" Naruto says as he used the Rinnegan's gravity powers to squeeze Sasuke's neck, making him turn blue. "Naruto, stop, he's your teammate," Kakashi says. "Beat me and I'll listen to you. Lose to me and this will become a common occurrence," Naruto says. "Fine," Kakashi says, gritting his teeth as he saw Naruto start playing around, like squeezing his hands and then making them not squeeze, making Sasuke feel pain. "Let's start, Naruto," Kakashi says, making Naruto drop the loser, Uchiha, as everyone got in position. "Start," Kakashi says. "Start," Kakashi says, as Naruto rushes at him with purple chakra surrounding him. Naruto punches Kakashi on the nose, breaking it instantly. "What? How is he so strong?" Kakashi thought, as Naruto kicked him to the ground, and in seconds Naruto had used Rinnegan to pull Kakashi towards him. Naruto saw Hinata and Sasuke try to take the bells, which was his prize. As he got angry, he dropped Kakashi and then used Shinra Tensei on them, sending them flying into the village. "Naruto, what are you doing? They're your teammates," Kakashi says. "You are my prey and the bells are my prize. Nobody touches my prize," Naruto says insanely, as he saw Kakashi pull up his blindfold, just barely, as his whole upper body was still injured from kick and his face was bleeding. "I want your blood, Kakashi. I want more," Naruto says, as he saw Kakashi wield the Rinnegan. "You think those inferior eyes can go up against my Rinnegan? Don't make me laugh," Naruto says as he rushed towards Kakashi. He then did some hand signs and summoned a dragon. "A dragon summoning? But there's no such thing. And even there was, how did you get it?" Kakashi says. "My Rinnegan gives me every summoning, but for some reason out of all the summonings, I hate the toad," says Naruto as he commands the dragon to beat Kakashi down before he grabbed the bells. "I pass, servant. Now I'm going home. Tell the other weaklings that they better serve me well, or else accidents will happen," Naruto says. We now see Naruto walking towards a house, the Namikaze house. When the army tried to stop him, he shot truth-seeking orbs at them, turning them to ash, and then walked in. he had finally learnt from the memories of Minato Namikaze, which he had assimilated, that he was the heir of Krishna and Minato Namikaze Uzumaki. He learnt how his father made him a jinchuriki. He was also really angry at his father, not for making him jinchuriki, but how weak the man was. The man relied on funjutsu instead of his own power. He had to use funjutsu to beat the Ninetales, to become famous, while Naruto believed that raw power like his, that gives him the speed to match Minato Namikaze, the strength to match Tsunade, was all that mattered. We now see Naruto in Hiruzen's office the next day, when Hiruzen saw Kakashi with rips as he was holding a cat. Kakashi, what happened? Why are you doing the missions? It's meant for your team, Hiruzen says. Oh, I made a bet with Naruto and lost. I'm his servant now, Kakashi says. Anyways, I believe my team is ready for a C-rank mission, Kakashi says. Hey old man, you better give us a C-rank mission or it won't be good for your health, Naruto says, as he sent Ki towards Hiruzen. Naruto showed some respect to the Hokage, Ruka says, before chakra words pierced him. Shut up, you disgrace, you're so weak. I can't believe that I share the same air as you, Naruto says. It's okay, Ruka, we don't want to anger the demon god of Leaf, Hiruzen says. Just demon god, Hiruzen. I don't represent this piece of a shithole, and it would be bad for my reputation if I associated with weaklings such as Leaf. Anyways, give me the C rank now, Naruto says, unleashing Ki at him. Okay, send him in, Hiruzen says with fear. Tazuna walks in and insults Sasuke and Hinata, calling them emo and weird ugly eyes. And then look at that pale guy. Tazuna was about to say something else when black rods pierced his hands. Ah, why'd you do that? I'm the client, Tazuna yelled. You better shut up. I don't care if you're a client. I'll kill you. You better respect your betters, Naruto says, unleashing Tento's Ki at him as he started vomiting. Naruto the next day met up at the gates and saw his team with the client. They then started walking towards Wave as Naruto noticed something in the puddles. Shinra Tensei, Naruto yelled, sending the people in the puddles flying, which were 2 shinobis. You dare try to ambush me? Your blood shall be delicious, Naruto says, as he made black rods and was about to pierce their hearts out, but felt a hand and looked back to see it was Kakashi, while the others looked at him with fear. What do you want now, servant? And you two, stop staring at me. And also, Hinata, when we are on mission, stop being useless and use that Bakugan to spot ambushes like that. There's a reason why you're here, slave. Make yourself useful. Or else, Naruto says. And you, one-eyed freak, why do you stop me from killing them? Naruto says, asking Kakashi. We need information of them, Kakashi says, as he take the shinobi to another part of the forest for information, which the shinobis gave in exchange for not being with Naruto. Naruto got angry that Kakashi denied him and looked at Hinata. Hyuga, come with me, Naruto says, as Hinata followed him deep into the forest out of fear, as Naruto slapped her in the face. Stupid bitch, do your job right. You're here to scan for ambushes. Why do you think I let you live? If you're gonna be useless, I'll just kill you and get a better teammate, Naruto says. I'm sorry, I won't make that mistake again, she says. Good, now get back, Naruto yells, kicking her in the head. Naruto and Hinata went back, as they were horrified to see Hinata had a twisted arm, twisted the wrong way, and her forehead bleeding. When Kakashi came back, he felt sorry, but he knew he couldn't do anything, because Naruto could easily just kill all of them. But perhaps next time he should just allow Naruto to torture the enemies instead of having Naruto attack his own teammate. On that, they continued, with Kakashi carrying Hinata, glaring at Naruto for hurting her. When a sword came at them, Kakashi told them to duck, which everybody apart from Naruto did. Naruto formed a barrier of his truth-seeking orbs, which shattered the sword, turning it to dust. You completely destroyed my executioner blade, Zabuza yelled as Kakashi watched him fear. Naruto then uses almighty pull to pull Zabuza close as he stabbed Zabuza with chakra rods as he screamed out. Naruto enjoyed it. Your blood, your pain. Let's see and hear more, Naruto says. You're sick, Zabuza says. Even he didn't feel that much pleasure in torturing someone, as Naruto got bored after Zabuza stopped screaming and yelling in pain, and then jabbed the chakra rod straight to Zabuza's heart, killing him. He then saw another present that had fear trying to flee from him as Naruto pulled him closer. Servant of Zabuza, as Naruto stabbed him with a chakra rod, as he saw that this man had suffered like him and didn't want to torture him for some reason. Yes, that man was Haku, by the way. Naruto then headed to the Wave Village, where everybody apart from Naruto saw this as just their lifestyle, a lifestyle he too had, and he believed that in order for them to get out of this lifestyle, they will need to stand up for themselves, like he did, the Leaf Village, and then they will stand above all, just like how Naruto does in the Leaf Village. Kakashi then tried to train everybody, but Naruto, already having perfect chakra control and decent amount of ninjutsu from Minato and Krishna's memories, just walked away. We then skip to the bridge battle. This time Gato came in with an army and Naruto used Shinra Tensei to kill them all before he tortured and killed Gato. So guys, that's all for today. Peace.